Very One Stakes is a grade two. It's the 10th race on Gulfstream Saturday card that's just filled with stakes. Really nice card. It's a mile and a 3/8 on the turf for 4-year-olds and up, fillies and mares. And this is a pretty good betting race, I think. You look at the field, and we've got a few from the La Proviant that Alpha Bella was able to take out. R. Kelly Kim, probably the most notable, finished second there, and I thought ran a good race. Cairo Consort, Anatolian, and Sister Luann, as well as Viva. I think Viva La Red and Highland Grace were in that as well. So it's a kind of a repeat. You take it'd be Alpha Bella. If was back in this race, I'd be all over to win it. But we take a look and see how we play this. Just to take a look at them one at a time. Angel Nadeshiko is the lone speed, technically. First time with Safi Joseph Jr. She, really hasn't demonstrated a top end that I think would be competitive here. Certainly we'll try to take them all the way, but I don't see this one being around late. Just isn't good enough. Sister Luann will probably be on the lead, I think, if not just behind Angel Nadeshiko. And this one has demonstrated an ability to run a good race, and will have the right scenario. You see, most of these are ones that want to come from off the pace, so there's not a terribly very many who will contest a pace. So I'm thinking Sister Luann's probably going to get on the lead by herself, and will probably have it all her way. I'm guessing it will set slow fractions, and has a really good chance to take them all the way. I got a little bit of reservation about the top end to take this one down, but I think this one's a good fit here, and a wire job is very possible. Rosario's Prayer just isn't good enough. That's the bottom line. Highland Grace is one that is kind of a perennial disappointment. Very one-paced type of runner. And so obviously that's why they've got her at a mile and 3/8, and they like to run her at longer distances. But she just doesn't seem to display a kick at the end that would be necessary to get this up. So I would consider her to be under more than likely. Ready Lady to me is very interesting. Number one, because she's a new shooter here, coming down from Canada. Roger Atfield is notorious for bringing horses to Gulfstream and running big races, like Cheryl Spite is one that comes to mind. This one has been improving steadily. Ran a good effort last time in her last race. Is coming into this fresh, and I think because probably has the ability to be maybe a little closer than some of these others, and I really like her chances in here. Viva La Red just didn't do anything last time, and just I don't see enough here at the Graded Stakes Company to factor. Anatolian is a horse for the course and distance, but always seems to be lacking at the end. I think this one is probably has a little too much to do late. I think can probably be a little closer than some of the others, but I think it's going to be a similar fate to the La Proviant. She's just going to be coming late, and third or underneath in the exotics is probably the extent of it, I would say. Cairo Consort will probably take some money being trained by Todd Pletcher with the Rod Ortiz, Rapoli Stables, but the bottom line is this horse just has not gotten any better since 3 years old. Ran that great race in the Swedish Chant last year. Looked like this horse had a great future ahead, and she just hasn't built on it. The last race, she really didn't do much running at all in the La Proviant, and I expect a similar effort here. I'll let her beat me because I just don't see enough to get excited about. Miss Yearwood this is a distance that is good for her. She does run it longer and has shown the ability to run a big race, but her best efforts are coming from the clouds, and I think she's going to leave herself a little too much to do late. And for that reason, given the race shape, I think underneath is, again, another one probably more likely. R. Kelly Kim ran a good race in the La Proviant, just wasn't enough. Alpha Bella got the jump, and I think you've got a very similar situation here. You've got a 7-year-old coming in second off the layoff. You have to always question about is Father Time beckoning at this point, but this is a good horse. She's great at these longer distances. I just think she's going to need some pace to run to, and I don't think she's going to get it here. So another one probably relegated to underneath. So if we look at our wagering strategy, I'm going with Ready Lady. Being the new shooter, it looks to me the horse is on the improve, and a lot of these are kind of stagnant as to where they are progress-wise. So we'll go with that. You got a really great trainer, Roger Atfield, and I think he'll have this one ready for this race. Sister Luann, to me, would be the second choice, given the race shape, and I do think she's a fit here. So if depending on if you get a nice price on Sister Luann, maybe that's one you want to go with. But I like Ready Lady. I think we'll get some good value there. So we'll go across the board with her. We're going to key box Ready Lady with 5, 6, and 10 as the ones I think most logical to get up into second. Certainly, if you want to add prices, I could definitely see making this a bigger one and throwing in Highland Grace and Miss Yearwood, but I don't see them being legitimate win candidates. So we'll go with the ones I think more logical to get second, 3 over 5, 6, 10. Then the trifecta, we'll do 3 on top with 5, 6, 10. And then we'll take all the underneaths, 2, 5, 6, 8, and 10. And I think this is a good betting race. I think you're going to get some nice value. And we want to be playing for as much value as we can get in our exotics, because I think this is a race that it's very hard to pinpoint one in particular who has the edge for a win. So I'm just going with the new shooter, the one who's fresh, the one with some back class that shows improvement. And so I think Ready Lady is the horse to beat here.